able to reach out to investors, you know, who are an important constituency, despite what Mani Shankar Iyer would say.
And the people.
And the people. And the people. Okay. Okay. Do you believe the people of this country? Okay, I'll rephrase it on behalf of. Do you believe the people of the country, the Aam Aadmi, will be revived by this budget? Faith in the economy, faith in the government?
It is incredibly important, as you said, Rajdeep, it's incredibly important, as you said. But you know, if you take the budget as merely a document of statement, a statement of accounts, all that we require to do is the tax policy and fiscal deficit. But if we actually look at it as a political document to inspire faith in the minds of the people, I would say, what are you doing in terms of the other important factors apart from macroeconomy to really accelerate growth? Chidambaram himself said very eloquently that the real prescription for poverty eradication is opportunities, education, skills, jobs and incomes, and he's absolutely right. I think he's the first finance minister to say this so eloquently. But when you go into the detail of the budget, the critical components to enhance job creation, rule of law, infrastructure, education and therefore skills, all these three are singularly missing. Rule of law, there is not even a mention, particularly after Nirbhaya incident and after the way urban India is now deeply worried about security. I would have thought a complete revival of the police and the courts is vital.
No, but you're asking for too much of a finance minister. You're virtually asking the finance minister to play multiple roles. You're asking him to play the role of the home minister, get the security of women right. You're asking him to play education minister, HRD minister.
No, I'm not saying that, Rajdeep. No, I'm Rajdeep, please. I'm not saying it's Chidambaram who alone can carry the country.
Yes.
I am saying the budget as a document must do two things. One, allocation of resources and show a direction to the policy so that economic growth can be on the right path.
Right.
In that respect, I'm not saying this particular FM is guilty. I'm saying over the past 20 years, as somebody said, we have failed. The 1991 reform was pretty easy. Right. Because we held back the economic growth by creating a dam against the productive potential of the country. Once you released that dam, once you broke the dam, everything followed. Now you have to create forces of growth.
Okay.
They do not come unless there is rule of law, unless there is infrastructure, unless there is education and skills. And that's where our finance ministers have been consistently failing.
Okay.
We hope, because this is another major crisis point, that the government would now grapple with that. And I'm certain, unfortunately, the government has not grappled with that. All that they've done is status quoism. He hasn't made it worse. I don't think tomorrow is going to be worse than yesterday. To that extent, it deserves credit.
Right.
But I don't think he has really done significantly to enhance our confidence in the future.
Okay, Suman Sinha, why hasn't investor sentiment picked up? Why, as Senthil was saying, markets down. Why do you believe that there hasn't been anything from an investor perspective to really make people believe that Chidambaram is on the right track?
Well, I think, Rajdeep, if you look at it, if you look at the corporate sector and if you look